Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. Can you hear me? Test. I'm about to start in a second. Welcome everyone. Welcome. Cords are tangled right now. Alright. Hello. Can everyone see me? Can everyone hear me? What we saying? What we doing? Sorry, it is cold in my studio right now. In my office. Are we good? How we doing? Last cast, what's up? That's badass. Don't know Elgato offered that program. Are you talking about, like, I forget what video I played. Did I pick how to convert your VHS tapes? Is that the trailer to this live? If you're talking about that, yeah. It is cool. It's sick. And it works very, very well. I think I figured that out a couple months ago. How to do that. It was on my to-do list to figure out for a while, and then I figured that Elgato had that program and it was easier than you thought. The only thing with that is you had to, it's like the time thing, right? Because it's literally just re-recording your tapes over again to make them like a digital file. So if a tape is an hour long, which usually they are, VHS tapes are up to an hour long, it's gonna take that amount of time to convert it, right? Because basically what that device is and what that software is, it's basically a recording software. It's like re-recording that tape to a higher video format, or to any type of video format, an upscaled video format and stuff like that. But yeah, it's really, really dope. I've done I think I'm on tape number 12 or 13 so far. I just gotta get back into it, and I have to get it set up to this PC. It was set up on my laptop, that program and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a really, really dope program. And yeah, the tapes are cool. I mean, we have a lot of tapes. My parents, I feel like that's what kind of was sprinkled into me, of how I got into this, or a part of me that led me into getting into this, like videography, photography and stuff like that. Because my parents, over the years, they always had a camera on them. They always had, if it was a photo camera or a video camera. I know when we came over here to the States, with my dad purchased a handheld digital video camera. I think I have it here in the studio. I don't want to move it though. Yeah, it's like one of those traditional camcorders and stuff like that. But yeah, they were always recording everything, every moment. the weird, like, I'm Albanian, so the like there's this funny thing when I don't know if it's all Albanians, but all everyone I'm related to, stuff like that. One of the biggest things that they be doing is like they have a video camera, a camera recorder. They place it. Say it's like dinner time. They place it at like on the top view of wherever that you can see like the dining table and stuff like that, and they just hit record and they just record. They record what's it called? The just eating. Just eating. It's just like dinner, and it's just like an hour recording of everyone just eating. It's cool. And when we were little, we didn't really understand it why they were doing that. Because nothing like interesting. It's not like a party, but like even like casual dinner, or just dinner together. But I can see like the importance of it. I did kind of the same thing when I was vlogging in Hawaii. One of the vlogs on this channel, it kind of took inspiration from that, but it was more like a time lapse because it wasn't like an hour long. But yeah, Elgato. If you're looking to convert your VHS tapes, that's how you do it. That's how I do it. It's not expensive. I think that little device, the software is free once you buy that little. I mean, you can download that software now, but that little device from Elgato, I think it could be lower price now. I think it was like 80. I can't remember what I said in the video when I bought it, but it's not that expensive. And it works with like camcorders or like the bigger VHS players and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really really dope. I forgot to put that even as the trailer to this live, but yeah, I'm glad people actually watch those trailers, or I'm glad they actually get played and stuff like that. But yeah, welcome everyone to the live. It's a little bit earlier than the last two lives. It's raining over here. It's been cold, so I wasn't doing much today anyways. So I was like, let me just go live. I'll probably after this get stuck, and I'm probably do some like errands and stuff like that after this, like grocery shop and stuff like that. It's a really really ugly day over here. I'm in Massachusetts, so that we thought we were getting spring, but we spoke too soon. This whole week has been like 30s, like low 30s. It felt like winter and stuff like that. So it sucked. It sucked. And today, like last night, it started snowing. This morning, there's just ice. There's frost. It's just raining all day. Wherever that groundhog is, this is my message to that groundhog for being a liar. Yo, don't let me catch you outside, bro. You were like, spring's coming. You lied. You lied, bro. There's no way. I think one of my boys said that he only has 40 something success rate or something like that, which is crazy that we take advice from that man. That's crazy. Just imagine. I think it was like 34 or 40, something around there. But I need spring. I need spring ASAP. I don't like this weather. I need spring. I'm cold, bro. I need to go somewhere warmer. But yeah, it's been a weird week. I'm a little tired, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been a draining kind of week. Not much happened, and personally, my like to me, like not a lot happened. I also didn't get a lot done, or a lot more done. I got like quite a bit done that I had planned for the week, but yeah, it was just a weird week all around. If it was weird for you, just know on this side, it's weird for me too. I can't even explain it. And on top of that, it was cold, rainy. The sun came out one time, but when the sun came out, it was only 20 degrees, so it didn't matter. It didn't make a difference. Just a weird week. Other than that, it's cool. Finished off the week strong. I think the most consistent thing that I had going this week, I think I worked out almost every day this week. There's some weeks like that, but I mean, moving forward, what I have coming up in like the physicality stuff, for my personal thing, I'm doing this. Hold on, let me pull it up. I have the paper, but it's already, it's what's it called? It's taped to my wall, and I don't feel like taking it off because once that's it's like blue tape, and once that comes off, it's never going back up. But I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you guys see this? Probably not. Where is it? Yeah, no. I need to get that paper. Fuck it. For you guys, I'll show the paper, and then I'll put it back after. 1 second. I am doing this. Yep. So I'm doing a 20-week marathon training plan. I am not running like an official marathon by the end of it. Not training for one. I want to. By the end of this, I want to. After completing this, I'm gonna look for like a marathon to, maybe not right away, but to do like an official marathon. But I am doing this 20-week kind of marathon training plan, and by the end of it, the week 20, you do run 26.2 miles, even though it's not unofficial. Yeah, I've been having this since I printed this out, and I had this plan since 2021. In 2021, I actually wanted to run a marathon. I actually even started recording like a video, like I'm gonna run a marathon. I sat down, actually facing this way, on this exact chair, hit record, and I said, I think it was by August 2021, I'm going to run a marathon. That's exactly what I said to the camera. I didn't. I've always wanted to run a marathon. I think running for me, so I grew up being, I was a soccer player for my whole life, basically. So cardio and running, it's always been a thing. I've never like actually ran like that, like long distance like that, until I got to like college. That's when I started. I think 2019, I have the app. 2019 is when I started like actually running. Let me double check that. Yeah, so far since I've downloaded this app Runkeeper, I have 720, not including like gym sessions. Whenever I use this app specifically, I have over 700 total miles, like logged. But I started really running, was it 2018? Yeah, so 2018 was the first time I ever ran like over 100 miles in a year. So like if you're like an actual runner, that's probably nothing. But for me, I've never ran like that much. Maybe when I was doing track, because in high school I also did track, and they had me. They knew I was a soccer player, so they knew I could run long distance. So I was always the one in like 2 miles, but 2 miles isn't really a lot. And like during the week, maybe we go on a long run for like 5 miles once. But I was never like a runner until 2018. That's when I really started, because soccer kind of stopped for me, and I don't know why I was like, I'm just gonna run now, or utilize running for to keep it going because I hated just running for no reason. I'm not gonna keep it all like running for soccer, like playing an actual sport, and then when I did track and just running in a circle for so long, I hated it. I never took it seriously because it felt like pointless to me. But then once soccer kind of stopped, I I think that was the first thing like that I could do, right? I was never really into the gym because I mean soccer players, I was very scrawny. I never really knew how to properly work out. I tried and I failed, basically. But yeah, running was just one of those things where it's like, oh, I can do this. I've been doing this all my life, so let me lean on that to kind of kick off everything like that. But yeah, as I kept going, it was on and off. It was never really consistent. I think the most consistent was once 2020 hit and everything was closed down. Then I think I ran the most I've ever run in a year. I almost hit 200 miles in a year. Um, and then for the next two years, it was over 100 miles per year. But yeah, now for sure, I'm a runner. I would consider myself a runner for sure. Um, Especially picking it back up. I definitely feel like that. Like last year, I started going to the gym more frequently. I've been very going for like a year consistently at the gym. But when I started the gym, my only goal was to get stronger. That was my only goal. And I put on doing that, I was trying to bulk up, and I put on the most weight I've ever been. I think I was close to like 200. I was like 190, and that's crazy with me because senior year of high school, I was an extra small in shirts. So fast forward to almost 4 years from that, 5 years from that. I've never really the highest maybe I've gone is like 160, 170, but I was like close to like 200, and that was because I was just trying to get stronger at the gym. I was doing a lot of like this past year I was doing a lot of like lifting heavy weights, gradually increasing my weight, trying to get stronger, and it worked. Like I found something that worked for me, and I was getting strong. I'm the strongest I've ever been now. But now, knowing this, coming into like the back end of the starting this new year and back end of this year, from the summer till now, I'm not really in the bulking mindset. I'm more of just like I'm still trying to get stronger, but nah, I'm trying to get all around like better as like athlete. You know what I mean? Still be agile. My goal was never to get like huge like that. Like I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. I just want to get stronger. But then I was like, I want to get back into running. I really do want to get back into running. So I started running again, and I'm starting to run, and that's when it led back to that plan I had in 2021. So yeah, if anyone's interested, I'm trying the same thing. You have me to do it with. I'm starting like this week. This week is prep week. This Monday is prep week. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for 20 weeks. I think it like finishes around August, around my birthday, around the time where I said in 2021 that I was gonna do this. So yeah, I bought like very very expensive running shoes to really commit to this. I bought the Alpha Flies, the Nike ones, you know, the marathon runners, all the ones that win the wear. I bought those. So I'm committed to this. I'm committed to doing it. But yeah, that's a little insight to what I got going on right now or what I got coming up. But it's cool. I think this year I wanted to do more, at least. That was a goal. But also just challenge myself. This is another challenge that's just on my list of to-dos. My first challenge of this year was to do that 3-day water only fast, right when the new year kind of kicked off. And I did it so hard, but I did it. I knew that I wanted to start this year with like a real like challenge to kick off or to set like the tone for what I want to accomplish this year. I just want to do more. That was my own. I don't really have like goals, like yearly New Year goals to hit. I do and I don't at the same time. I just knew basically that I wanted to do more and to challenge myself. And now on this list, on my list is this running thing. By the end of this, I did the calculations. I never did the calculations until like 2 days ago. By the end of this 20 weeks, I think the total amount of mileage. So hear me out. So every year, the most I've ever ran in a year is like 200, around that. By the end of 20 weeks, I'm going to run like 450 miles, like total out of 20 in 20 weeks, which is insane to me. That alone is mind-boggling, and it's also, it makes me excited because that's a challenge in itself, and if I can accomplish that, then yeah, I think it would be good. And it's just next on the list. That's how I look on it. Just like next on the list. And the more like I accomplish, then go to the next challenge. If that's physical, if that's career wise, if that's mental wise, if that's just me as a person, like it can fall under any of those categories when I see a challenge. But a challenge is a challenge to me. I'm very competitive, especially with myself. Very, very competitive with myself. Like I'm competitive in general with my friends and stuff like that. But with myself, I'm very, very competitive. I try to push myself a lot, and I felt like last year I didn't do that enough. I did in some areas, but not in all areas, and I'm trying to hit a well balanced like area and stuff like that. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Sorry for that tangent. My name is XherdAliko. If you're new here, I'm a filmmaker, photographer, content creator, social media, whatever, social media marketer, all that, whatever it comes up with that. And if you're new to this channel, if you find the stream some way and you just had me rambling, heard me run, that's what kind of these streams are. The first 30 minutes or so is just me rambling, me doing housekeeping stuff. But yeah, if you don't want to hear any of that, because that's why I stream here on YouTube, I say that over and over again, it's because this gets added into, or gets made into a video that's added to my channel that you guys can rewatch again. And if you don't want to hear all this rambling, the basic structure of my streams is the first 30 minutes I'm just rambling, just talking, just letting people come into the chat, and stuff like that. And then whatever the title is on this video, on the stream, that's like usually the second half of the stream. So if you skip like 30 minutes or so up ahead, then we're probably in there doing the thing that the title says. But yeah, today's, again, it's more of a chillax stream anyways. We're gonna finish up the editing to the picture sets we had going on last stream, which were the traveling picture sets. We're gonna finish those. We're gonna finish the last bit of editing with those photos, and then yeah. But I wanted to start out just talking the other like housekeeping. So with the giveaway, King of Loners never claimed. If you're seeing this, King of Loners, and it's I'm sorry if it's too late. It is too late. I'm telling you right now. We did the drawing last week, and the King of Loners won the drawing, the first, like the official drawing that we did live on stream. And I gave you until Monday to claim. I don't know if you saw it. You probably didn't, because you didn't comment back your email, etc., and stuff like that. So I redrew it off stream. I forgot to record the video of me redrawing it, and I was gonna post it on community, but I already did it, and I forgot to hit the screen recording. So I didn't want to do it again to not be fair to the person who won the second time. And the person who won the second time was Matt Barnes. So Matt, that's one of my friends. One of my good friends, and he ended up winning the second drawing and stuff like that. So, and he did claim it. He claimed it, and he's currently just picking what he wants, and yeah. But I'm glad. But I'm just excited that we were able to do that, to do a giveaway, and there are going to be a lot more for sure in the future, even ones I will do myself. Not with just through a brand and stuff like that, but I want, like, I will do my own giveaways for you guys as well moving forward. I love giveaways, and any way I can figure out on how to actually bring someone value, even like physical value, if that's materialistic, to like the gear side of things, to the software side of things. Um, I want to do that a lot more. And the more we grow, the more just things we do, the more opportunities I will have to be able to do that for you guys. Um, so yeah, I'm sorry, King Loners, if you end up just seeing this like today, or if you come into the stream today. And I did give you 3 days. When did we do it? Yeah, I gave you 3 days. I waited a little bit to redraw anyways, and I also didn't post it on community. So even if you would reply like after Monday, this past Monday, then I would have still given it to you. But yeah, and if I feel like my energy's a little low, it is early in the morning. I'm sorry, my energy's just a little low, but it's also just like a calm day, but very rainy day. So I'm like, ugh, I'm like down. Not down, but like I am a lot less energized than other days. Let me bring this closer. But yeah. But to start out too, before we start kind of going into editing, because I think that's just going to be the majority of the stream today. It's going to be just editing in Lightroom. And also maybe Photoshop. There's a couple of photos that I might play after I edit in Lightroom. I'll also bring into Photoshop and kind of just go through my whole process of how I edit photos. Sometimes my whole process consists of starting in Lightroom and then moving into Photoshop to do like effects, to do final touches, and stuff like that. So yeah, but before we do that, there was a cool question that someone asked me last week or a week or two before. They were like, because I think they were asking about like series and stuff like that, what I can do on the YouTube channel. Oh wait, before I do that, one more reminder, please. Hold up, let me pull this up. One more reminder. Also, I don't like it being cut out that much. Alright. Sorry, I'm just adjusting myself. One more reminder. And I'm not muted this time, because the first time I was doing this last time I was muted, I believe. Here on the community tab, there is not this. I posted this yesterday that we were live. I might post one more time that we are live. I don't know. Yeah. Hold up. One second. Sorry. This isn't what I was saying. Was not what I was trying to do. This is not what I'm trying to show you guys. This is what I'm trying to show you guys. This, and I reposted it. I'm gonna repost it one more time, but we still have a draw. We still have a. All right, I'm just double checking. We still have a tie. We still have a tie to this. So I want one of the series that I want to start. I want to do, and I want to start doing for you guys is. Someone asked me, do you what cameras would you recommend with the $1,000 price point or under that, around $1,000 and a little bit under that. That was their budget, and they asked me what cameras would I recommend for that price point. So this is the list I gave them. These are some crazy cameras for the price point, are insane. There's some workhorses on this camera's list. But then I was like, I want to start reviewing them. I want to make a series and start reviewing all of these cameras on this list. And that's when I made this poll. But as you can see, we have a 3. I'm going to review all of these. I'm going to review all of these cameras, right? Every single one is going to be its own video. I'm going to get them. I'm going to review them for a week, make a whole video on every single one of these cameras, kind of do the pros and cons, just really dive in deep and really give it a thorough review. So all these cameras are going to get reviewed. But saying that, is there one that you guys want me to review first, second, third on the list to keep them, like maybe do first, second, third, in the order of the videos? And there's a 3-way tie. Still, I think someone broke the tie, and then I think someone else re-voted, and now it's a tie again. I just need one person to go to the community tabs of our channel and please break this 3-way tie. If not, I'll just pick a camera, one of these 3, to start out with. And yeah, but if someone could please break the tie, that would be great. That would be great. Just vote. I just need one person to just break this tie, and that'll be the camera I start out with for this series. But yeah, it's in the communities tab. If you haven't, I'm gonna repost it one more time. Let me repost it one more time. I'm gonna say vote, please. Yeah, that was the only final housekeeping thing. The other thing, I think I finished. I'm almost basically done with the recap main feed channel video that I'm gonna make, that I made, that I was been telling you guys I've been wanting to make for the boxing spec, or the boxing commercial we made. How many streams ago? 3 or 4 or 5 streams ago. That series and the boxing commercial that we made. So I finally finished the video. It did take me a lot longer than I was planning to, because I think I was just going back and forth on how I wanted to do it. It wasn't a complex. I was telling this to my sister. It wasn't a complex edit, realistically. It just had a lot of moving parts, because how I kind of structured it, I utilized like all 3 streams, so 9 hours of footage, all 9 hours of stream stuff, tied it into kind of the way I record videos, so like form a narration between YouTube Jerd and Stream Jerd, and kind of built out a narration, and kind of really simplified the whole entire process into a 12-minute video. Kind of covered all the aspects of what went into building it, how I did it, and yeah, and utilizing the stream, utilizing the edit itself, utilizing me recording the narration, like YouTube Jerd. I say YouTube Jerd like the me whenever I record. It's a whole different camera. It's not this camera. It's my Sony. it just had a lot of moving parts, and not complex moving parts. And editing wise, it wasn't too hard, but it was just like a lot of footage, very time consuming to scrub through the footage. Very complex in that sort of side. A lot of moving parts, and I was going back and forth of how to do it, how I wanted to do it. Is it good enough? Just in my head. And at the end of the day, I was like, just let's keep it simple. Definitely needs to be tweaked moving forward. Like this main channel video, it was my first time like working with that amount of moving parts. So yeah, I definitely would love some feedback once that's posted. It might get posted later today. I just have to do final touches on it and then edit it and do the thumbnail. And yeah, it'll be probably up maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. Might be a Sunday stream, not Sunday stream, Sunday post. We will see. But yeah, that is done. I wanted to just finish it too, just move on from it. But also too, I want to start our next one for sure. Like stream one, I think the most solid series so far that I'm enjoying doing, and that I enjoy and that I want to keep doing moving forward, is editing spec ads live on stream, and how to do that with stock footage. And yeah, I think that's like the most concrete series that I am enjoying a lot, at least through the stream and stuff like that. But yeah, it is done. Keep an eye out for that soon. I'll post whenever it's on. I'll put it in the community tab. If you're not already, and what can help a lot, what will help me a lot as well. I mean, one, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to our channel, to my channel. I would love that if you were subscribed. If you find us through these live streams, that would be dope. Please subscribe, like the videos, but also to turn on the bell notifications, like this little bell button notifications, so you never miss, like, at least like whenever I post something on the community side, at least you get updated. I don't post like regularly, like I'm not gonna spam you guys with stuff, but whenever like I have a live, whenever a new video goes out, whenever this is where I first like post something about it. I don't really post a lot of stuff about throughout my other social medias. This is like my main form of way of how I communicate with you guys. Unless you're interested in following me along on my other social medias, on my Instagram and stuff like that. That would be like my second most used Instagram. Oh, or TikTok. No, actually TikTok is my second most used for sure. But yeah, that is kind of the last bit of housekeeping. That is the kind of the last bit of housekeeping. And the only final thing before we start editing, is someone asked me before, when was it? Someone asked me like before on, Jared, why don't you do, I think it was one of my friends, and he was like, why don't you do like an iPhone series about like editing apps or taking photos with your iPhone and stuff like that. And I want to do that. That's on my list. That's on my list of series that I have that I would love to do soon. It's just I haven't figured out a concrete way to do it. You know what I mean? Just even like the formatting of what it looks like. Before I kick off a series, I always like think about and try to figure out the formatting of the videos, not like perfectly, but like to a certain extent, right? And yeah, iPhone stuff has always been on my list. The most I've done, I think I've only done like a shorts about it here. Yeah, I don't think I did like videos on it. I think I remember I've only done short. Yeah, I've only done shorts. So the iPhones. So I guess that's like a kickstart a little bit to to the iPhone series, like these shorts. Wait, let me try to find them. Did I never post them?
The best video editing app that I use on my iPhone is this app called XherdAliko.
Yeah, I think I've only made this.
Has any dimension options needed for any social media platform. If it's for TikTok, if it's for Instagram feed, Instagram stories,
Yeah.
Instagram reels. It's
I still use this app, but I use CapCut a lot more to edit iPhone videos. And then the other one, I think it was this one.
You could turn your iPhone into a film camera for free. There's this app called DazCam, which is a free app, and it allows you to replicate what that film looks like. So all you do is just select one of those cameras. Cool. After this, you're just basically taking photos. I've been using this app for the last month, and I really like how it looks. If you're not ready to spend the money on film or an official film camera, this is a good start that you can start today for free. You have a film camera on the go wherever you go. And this is how you could turn your iPhone into a film camera.
So if we're talking about
free. There's this app called
apps that I use on my, and this is like a brief thing. Definitely if you guys are interested in me at least just starting the series anyways, because when I first got into photography, where I would edit all my work, like all my work or all my early photos was edited on my phone before, because I didn't have a laptop. I didn't have a computer before I got a computer. Yeah, I didn't. Everything was edited on my phone, and at the time I had like an iPhone 6. I had an iPhone 6 when I first got into photography, because I got photography senior year of high school. And where I would edit all these photos was Visco. If you don't know what Visco is, that was like the first. I use Visco, and I can't get into my account. I cannot get into my account. And they make you sign in. I just wanted to look at myself up, but I don't know how to do that without signing in. But that was the first app that I would use on my phone to edit stuff. And after a while, I also did purchase a couple of apps. I also purchased FilterStorm so it's FilterStorm NEUE. That was another one that I heavily used to edit photos. That one was cool. But that one I bought. But yeah. So, but now I can always go back and also find the best like photo editing apps for your phone. Because at the end of the day, and I can also start that series if people are interested in it. Let me know people below in the comments if you are interested in an iPhone series like that, like anytime soon. It's on my list. I definitely want to do it soon. I just need to figure out the formatting of how to best do it, you know what I mean, and build a YouTube video around it and stuff like that. But I want to definitely do that very, very soon, for sure. But the most, like that video that I just showed you with the Dehancer, that app, not the Dehancer is this app right here. This app right here, Dazcam, is what I am using more, like the only thing I'm using at the moment for my photos, because it kind of does the editing for you. Like, yes, it's real. It like turns your phone into a film camera. Let me open it up. And I did buy like the premium version, which is $10, because I use it so much. But essentially, like I say in the video, and then I'll do full cam.
What that film looks like. So all you do is just
you see all these cameras that it has right here. All these cameras, and they consistently add a lot more. But if you buy the pro version, you have like over 20 to choose from, and it essentially does turn your phone into a film camera. And essentially, you don't have to do the editing. While your phone is a film camera, all you really have to do is just like take the photo. There's no like editing you have to do to make it look like that. Let me just show you up side by side. There's no editing you have to do by that. And because it turns your phone into a film camera, whatever film camera you choose, to the style, if you like a film camera's name or style better than the other one, then as soon as you take the photo, an edit is put on it to make it look, to simulate that camera. So there's no like editing necessary. And I kind of like that, because I don't have to do a lot of the work. Especially with my phone, I want like quick photos and a quick look. That's the best thing. And some of these apps that you use, like some of these apps, like I use like Prequel still, or CapCut, they have like effects, pre-made effects and stuff like that, but you always have to tweak them. And I just want something like quick and fast, especially with my phone. So that's why I use this app. I think this is the only app I use at the very moment. So yeah, I can make a whole video on this, to be honest, but I don't know if you can see this. It's probably very, like, you can probably not tell, but this is without the app. This is with the app. So there's just a minor, like, there's a difference. There's a big difference, but here, let me email it to myself, and you guys will probably see it better. Reply. Emailed it to. I'm probably doing a terrible job at showing this, but yeah, I'm just emailing. I don't have. This is a PC now, so I can't just airdrop it to myself. So I have to figure out a better way to do so. But let me just email it to myself, and it will be better than me just showing it on the phone. All right. All right. Where am I? Full screen, the scene. This is what it looks like. So, essentially, this is with the regular iPhone camera. You see the same exact photo. Don't mind my messy setup. There's nothing here. But then I picked one of the cameras on the app, on Dazcam. I think this is just the fun camera. What camera is it? The Fun S. So you see what I mean? Like, this is regular photo with my iPhone camera. It's just a regular photo. And then with the D Fun S, there's already some type of like edit put on it to simulate that type of camera. But yeah, and then I don't have to. I just take photos at this point. I don't have to do like an edit to it. It's essentially an edit done for me to simulate a film camera. That's what I like the most at this current moment. especially with my iPhone photos. This is what I enjoy, the style, and I don't really have to do anything. So this is the one app that I currently use. And when someone asks me like what apps do I use on my phone, I just tell them this one, basically. Like, yes, I have editing apps if I really want to edit a photo, but I usually just pick a camera, a film camera on Dazcam that I'm liking, that I like the style. Some of them are like cooler, some of them are warmers, that I like the style for, and yeah, I'm just taking photos with them, and I don't really have to do anything to the edit itself. It already does it for me. Sometimes if it's too like bright outside, you can lower the exposure and things like that. But yeah, Dazcam is the one. It's DAZZ Cam is the one like iOS app that I use the most at the very moment to edit my photos. And yeah, I have Lightroom still. Lightroom, Prequel, there's other ones. Visco's still there. Great one to edit photos with. But yeah, videos, the majority of the time, I'm usually just CapCut. CapCut is cool and stuff like that. But that is currently what I am doing. But if you're interested on like an iPhone series on editing only with iPhone, how to edit photos on your iPhone, what apps to get, or even on the video side of things as well, because Dashcam also has video cameras, video film cameras. I also use that a lot for my iPhone videos. But yeah, if you're interested, let me know. It's a series I want to start doing. I just have not figured out the format yet. So yeah, but let me know. Let me know if you guys want to know about that. Yep. Awesome. Now we can get into what we came here for today, and that is essentially we're editing the rest of these photos. Let me turn on the music again. I like, especially with photo editing, I love just having music in the background. Definitely not that loud though. Let me know if the music's too loud. I don't want it to be too loud. But okay, today we are starting with this one. Looking more like West Coast palm trees and stuff like that. And again, these aren't my photos. I got these photos from Signature Edit Free Raws, like a website, signatureedits.com, I think that I see in there. That basically gives you free raw photos if you want to practice. And I did that also a couple streams ago with the Photoshop, with the portraits. Those were all from this one website. But yeah, essentially where we left off and where I began this series, travel photography is one of the biggest things that I like for my own personal work, like a lot. My own personal work consists of a lot of kind of like exploring and travel photography in that light, and stuff like that. And I started doing it a lot more in 2020 once I was actually traveling. But then I created a book. I released a book. It's at the top of the description if you want to buy it. It's still up. It's like $35. It's my last trip to Germany and Italy of exploring those. Some of my best photographs to date, I would say. It's only $35 if you're interested. That will support me a lot. Help support me a lot. And yeah, it's just a cool coffee book to have. But then after doing that, then I realized that I really, really like doing that. That's one of the things that I love, taking photos of, exploring of different things. But a lot of my photos get built or almost get complete in a way here in the editing process. So if I take this photo, say I took this photo and I like it, for something appeals me to it, like I like the angle, I like the car and stuff like that, it's not complete yet until I figure out the color grading, until I figure out the edits. This is not a complete photo to me. And with my style, like the color is really really big for me in completing the photo, and like the edit is really really big in making it feel like it's mine. I'm not really a natural light kind of photographer, or a natural photographer if you will. I'm also not like a fantasy photographer either, like in that sort of category. Like, you know, fantasy photographers, they do a lot of almost, I would consider like virtual effects, but in a photo sense of like making stuff majestic, turning this like car having like mad smoke, having it in a whole different atmosphere, like altering it to that extent, if you know what I mean. If you don't know what I mean, if you look up like fantasy style photos, usually it's like the first type that comes up is like of an animal in a forest, and it's like very hazy fantasy, like there's sparkles everywhere, there's smoke, there's just like that. I'm not in that extent. I do like to alter my photos though in the color. The color grading, I love to have the full control. I don't really lean into like the natural way. Like this photo itself is gonna change however I want it to change. Like even the time of day. What if I want to do it like sunset? I want to make the colors differently. Then yes, I change it to that level. And then here and there, go into Photoshop and alter it in some type of way, but not to the level of like fantasy. So that is why. That is like what these two streams kind of consist of. Me just going through my kind of process and how I kind of complete the photo. And the first thing I do I always just kind of go through my presets here. If you don't know what a preset essentially is, it's like a starting point for your photos. You can buy them, people sell them. So I bought a lot of these. I've also created a lot of these, and depending on the photo, depending on the time, depending on its data, metadata, depending on its colors, certain presets give it a cool or different like starting point. And I always like to go through it to see if I like where it starts, and if I don't, then I just start from scratch and I do it myself. But I always kind of just go through my presets to see if I like where it's taking it. Right. That's usually what I do first. This is cool. It's already catching my eye. Like all the blues. This is dope. But yeah, that's all kind of what I do in like my first step. For sure want that car to be popping out a lot more, this car. So I'm trying to see if a particular preset does that already. I love these presets, but I just wish they weren't so muted. Like this is from Mango Street. I don't know if you guys know Mango Street, but I don't know why I haven't found a particular. This is cool. Like they do like these are like film like presets, but they're very very muted in my opinion. And then these are from Peter McKinnon. I love these ones for sure. Definitely, if you've seen my work, or if you've seen my work across Instagram, most of the time at certain points I have been inspired by Peter McKinnon. Like these, I love this Ember one. I use this a lot, and it's cool. I love that it brings out the red in the lights. I don't like that it completely dwindles the saturation in the sky though. I like this one. I might start with Ember, but then bring on the saturation a lot more, because I just don't like the over blue too much. I'm gonna bring back some, but not all of it. This is cool too. Having like a harder clarity on a car always just Dope. And also, these are just like Photoshops, like adaptive like things. I wanted to see what it does to the sky. I like that. It's cool. I think I already know. Just going through this, what I want to do. I do want to go back to the Ember. Ooh, wait a minute. This is cool. It is a little too blue, but we can fix that. Do I like that more than... Yeah, I think I like it. We'll fix it. Alright, let's use this. Let's warm it up a bit, for sure. Raise the shadows. I don't know what the lens are, but let's level it. Yeah, it's a little off balance. I like that. Just final, like in the beginning, I always just like to do regular tweaks, and then I get more, more like complicated, not complicated, but more complex with individual masking. Which is really dope that this current Lightroom, I use Lightroom Classic, it's just the one that I use, or I've been using for a while, but the other Lightroom should be, it's not that much different. So they already have one on the sky, one on the subject, just the car. Not this car, the other car. Not this car, I mean, I just want it on this car. I want one of these type of cars. I do want a car collection at a certain point in my life, and I kind of want like classic cars. Just like very photogenic and or like film like type cars that I can do cool stuff with or create cool content with. I do want to drive them too, but I would love to like have them to create stuff with. One day. And yes, you can zoom in and be a lot more thorough with this type of masking process, but I don't need it too much. Just clean it up a little bit here and there. Cleaning up the mask. And also, sorry if you guys are commenting on, if you guys are in the chat right now, just send like 2 messages because I have it up on the monitor, but I just need to look up. Once I get into an edit, sometimes I don't look up. Bring up the shadows for sure. Oh, I didn't even peep that it caught the light. Okay. Bring out the shadows, bring up the whites. Might change the tint on it. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna duplicate it and invert it as well. Lower it a bit because I just want. I want the main focus to be the car. For sure. Like, I want that to grab your attention. It's gonna grab your attention anyways, but then also help it a little bit even more. I think the blacks are fine. I believe the black on the car is fine. Saturation, maybe. Bring it up a little bit. Yeah, let's bring it up a little bit. Let's go with colors. Like a little bit more orange. Yeah, let's do that. Aqua. Kill the purples just a tad bit. But you see what I mean by also, like, it doesn't, like, even sometimes I don't even want to take, or I don't feel it necessary to take a photo into Photoshop. Like, the most I sometimes do is just this color grading or the edit with the colors, and that's pretty much it. So it's not always, oh, I have to take it into Photoshop. Like, this sometimes is enough, and with this photo I think it's enough too. I don't feel like I need to take it into Photoshop for whatever reason. Let's try this. I want to see. That's cool. That's a lot. I've never actually used the early access lens blur thing. That's kind of cool. So you could just do just the car. Or we do 100. Why is this in there? I feel like it's catching some stuff and it's not at the same time. Oh, I can choose what to blur. Blur. Oh yeah, that's cool. I just don't like that. What is this outline? Yeah, no, I'm probably gonna get rid of the blur for sure. Like, it's cool, but I just don't like what it's doing here. That's cool. I mean, it doesn't work on all photos, but I love just vignette. I'm vignetting. I call it vignetting, but I could be saying that wrong. A little bit of green. I like that. Let's go to color. Like slightly, not a lot. I'll bring this one into Photoshop for sure. We can do something cool to only bring out this car. Why not? Just for the stream purposes. But this is where we're at so far with the edit. Sweet. Alright. I like that. Let's save this one or export it. I have not made a folder. 1 second. 1 second, please. I have not made a folder. 1 sec. All right, let me. Did I mute myself? No, I did not. All right. Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what was happening. All right, let's go back to. All right, yeah, I didn't know I was muted. I love what I was saying was I was happy with where it is. We don't have to bring it. I have to figure it out of how to export on this computer, and stuff like that. But yeah, let's move on to this photo. And I love naturally. Then I'm just double checking. Yeah, so I love naturally framing like this, like utilizing some type of object in here. It's a window in a particular, I'm guessing he's in a ship, and using it as like a natural frame to your photos. I've been doing that a lot more for sure. I love this photo, even though it's not the greatest, especially when you're shooting out of windows. It's sometimes hard to the like the focus right because there's a physical barrier in front of you. But I still like this photo a lot. And I think no. That's cool. We're gonna try out a couple stuff. See where we like to take this photo. And again, that always just consists of me just going through. Neutral's pretty cool. Through like the presets and stuff like that. But yeah, I love this one. I think this is the one we might go with. Or the blue. I might like the blue a lot better. I don't know why, I'm on a blue kick at the moment. Sometimes that's just how you're feeling that day. That's why it's important, and I said this in the last stream, especially when you're traveling. The way I kind of do it, I do like snapshot photography a lot, and what consists of in snapshot photography is you're just taking a lot of photos. I did mention this book by Daido Moriyama. Sorry if I butchered that. I brought that up as one of my inspirations to how I go about whenever I'm traveling in travel photography and stuff like that. And one of that is snapshot photography, and you're just taking a lot of photos, and you're just having the camera on your side, not paying attention too much, and just taking and sniping photos. And afterwards is when you come in and you sit down, you see them on the screen. That is when you create like your photo sets, the photos that stand out. And when you do that, you have all these collections of photos put together. And yeah, when you go back in the first time, you might your eye gets caught for one particular thing that's consistent that you like about your photos. But then a couple months later, if you go back into that same photo collection, other things is going to stand out to you. So that's why I feel like never delete. I like this one. Yeah, never delete anything. Like, I'm not saying, like, yes, you can go through and delete a majority of them, but never delete a photo collection unless you physically have to. Never delete a photo collection unless you physically have to, because you can always go back into it months later, years later, and wherever you are at that level, like wherever you are at that time, something else might catch your eye that you missed the first time around, that you thought it wasn't good, but then you go back and like, wait a minute, this is good. And that might come into just developing your ability as an editor, as a photo editor and stuff like that even further, and like, oh wait, I can take this photo somewhere else, and I like it for this reason. So yeah, keep your collections, especially that, because I do that all the time when I'm not consistently shooting or traveling or have photos to edit. I always go back into past kind of folders of collection of photos, and then if I like certain photos better the second time, third time around, I create a collection in that way, and then I edit them how I wanted to. And I've had a lot of photos, I found a lot of photos by doing that I missed the first time around, that I thought weren't good the first time around, and stuff like that. Alright, so yeah, I think I like this a lot. Definitely just a little bit. Let's bring up the shadows. Only reason for this one, because not a lot of stuff are sharpened. Let's go to the details. Let's bring up the sharpening. Not a lot of things are in focus. I think the water's in focus. This itself is very framed well though. I think that's what one utilizing like a frame like this, like a natural type of frame. It does very, very well. I kind of like the white though. There's not anything really to do with it. Yeah, no, there's like no detail in it. So I think I might just blow it out, to be honest. Because what if you take down the highlights? See, this is cool. But something in me likes... I kind of don't like that. Kind of like it just being white. You know? Not gonna lie to you, I think I like it being white. Cool. Let's see what it selects the subject. What is the subject? The whole entire thing. Okay. Okay, maybe let's just do a brush. Let's just do... Let's move you down here. Let's do the mountains as its own thing. But yeah, I still utilize Lightroom a lot. I utilize a lot more, also Photoshop a lot more as well. But the basic like color scheme, the basic color edits to a photo is done here in Lightroom. But I urge you, if you have not yet utilized like masking, it is so vital to editing like your photos. It makes a difference. It really makes a difference. Yes, it's a lot more time. Yes, it's a lot more complex. It can get complex, but it gives you full control on all of your things that are in the photo. So it is worth it to spend that extra time when it comes to masking. And how many times you take a photo and you're like, I just wish this was more vibrant. I just wish this was like this. Don't be afraid to change it. Realistically, no one, if you like to have full control like I do with a photo, you don't have to be a natural like light photographer. Like you can alter things however you want to alter them. Kind of just want to bring up the shadows, or do I want to do that? Kind of like it makes sense because the light is above it, right? There's not too much detail. It's not in focus, so that's when I'm like, all right, maybe just lean into the silhouette nature of the landscape. If there's not that much detail, if there's not really too much to go off of, or even if it's just not in focus, then lean into that silhouette nature of the landscape. That's what I'm kind of doing here. I'm not changing the hue. Alright, now the water. I need water. I'm gonna do another mask with a brush. What happened? I might do this water separate from the highlights of the water. I just have an idea. Dark parts of the water is going to be separate from like the highlights on the water. Just want to keep them separate. And if not, then we'll put them together. That way I can do up that. And then match them up to that. It's not really a crazy thing to do, but I feel like it helps. Alright, now one more brush for the light part of the water. Whoops. Don't want to get into the window though. But yeah, welcome to the stream, everyone. If you're just coming in and out, it's a little bit more of a lighthearted stream, a little bit more chillaxed. It's a very gloomy day out here where I'm at, but also it's just a photo editing kind of stream. Picking off where we left off last stream. If you are kind of lost, if this is the first stream you've seen, that was kind of the first part. I was just talking about kind of travel photography and how for me with my photos that I take when I travel, or my photos in my work that I consider my work when it comes to traveling, a lot of it is created in the edit, or a lot of it is kind of completed in the edit, I should say. But if you're interested, please tune in. Even like the first half of that last stream, the last stream we did, will give you more context. But if not, stick around. We're just editing photos. This is where we're at so far. And yeah, if you have not already, please subscribe. Stick around. We do a lot of fun stuff here. I stream. I make videos, main channel videos on photography, videography, all that jazz. So yeah, welcome. One more mask on the ships. Want to bring out their whites a little bit. let's do a color mix this really quick. Bring in a little bit more of the blues. Never mind, I mean greens. I know this is really does not make a difference, but me and you know it's there. I like that. Where's this mask? I want to just duplicate it and invert it. I like that. Seeing the window, I think, makes a difference. For sure. Even little things like that, that's huge. Kill the saturation. Love that. Perfect. I think that's cool. I think that's all we kind of need for this. Before to after. That is where we took this photo, and I'm happy with it. I'm very, very happy with it. Cool. Dope. Let's move on. Let's do one of these. I feel like we haven't done one with the subject in a while. I definitely want to like just focus on the dress. Definitely not black and white. Traditional like film style is cool too. This is cool. This is also cool. Alright, let's try some other ones. Let's try... What do these look like? Black and white could look cool. Because the shadow and where she's standing is very, very cool. Alright, black and white might be on the cards. Unless something else blows me away. Let's try these summer ones. What are the defaults? Well, these travel ones usually are cool. might do. Where was it? Might just do this one. Like, black and white is cool. I feel like you'd lose too much with black and white. This one's cool too. Where's 6? I'm doing 3. Alright. Well, definitely need to rotate you. Scale for sure. I love, like, there's so much space above her. I know some people don't like that at all. I know some people just want this, but I kind of love the wide angle. Already I want the subject. The background. Her. Bring out the highlight. Bring up the shadows. Let's bring up kind of the exposure a bit, for sure. I want to also do the same for the background. A little bit too dark. Lower the highlights. Love that. Cannot sample color. Please shoot the most saturated area. Very, very cool. Kind of love the low clarity of the background and having her be more like sharp. Not too much though. It takes a lot away from it, I feel like. Cool. Love that. Alright, now that we have those two masks and a new starting point, let's do a little bit of tweaking here and there. Definitely warm it up just a tiny bit. I love that. Bring the aspect down just a bit. Bring her lower. I really just want to play onto the idea that she's like looking up or walking through. That's like my main focus. Love that. Might add like linear gradient. Hold on. I feel like this is naturally doing that, which I love. Like this white in the distance is naturally like pushing my eye. This is so sick. I love this, how it's coming out. I just wish, if I personally, the only like thing I have with this, I would have taken it at just a tiny bit lower of an angle. Because I know I love, it's very, very wide, but is it too wide? Would a different crop help? Let's just try this. Yes and no, I guess. Nah, I love the wide. I love the wide. Where we at? See, this one is like a prime example of we didn't do a lot to it. We did not do a lot to it. And I'm loving it already. We did like minor tweaks. This is the most natural I would feel like I am as a photographer. And sometimes it is that. color mixers. I love like the light seeping through like here. See, like you can do this, which is cool. It matches everything up well, or you can contrast it to her dress and the light. I feel like I'm gonna change it up just a little bit, because I do kind of like this. Actually, no. I like. Let's go this route. I want to contrast the two with each other. Yeah, I love that. That's so good, so good. She's in her own little bubble. I think the framing's off just a little bit still though. The framing may be off. All right. I'm looking at her, I'm just like, I need to bring her up just a little bit more, or at least the shadows. Cause she's like dead in some type of thing. All right, where are we at? Yeah, I love that. So before and after, we kept the colors. We didn't alter them that much. We kept them true to the photo of how it was taken before. Just enhanced them a bit and enhanced kind of the overall look to it. Like we made her the more focus, the leading lines, kind of killed the shadows a bit, but still kind of played around with like the light seeping through. And then kept the green and enhanced it just a tiny bit more than what it was. And yeah, this is what we came up with, and I love that. I love that. And this is what I mean by this is the most. Sometimes I keep colors true to what they are. Sometimes I completely alter them, however I feel like. But there is points where I just, this is it. This is all I do to the photo, and this is all I feel like is necessary to make it feel complete for me. But yeah, this is an example of that. Let's move on to architecture. Bridge. I don't know where. Hard danger, bro. Where is that? Let me look that up. Hard danger, bro. I think I was saying hard danger bridge in Norway. So this might be Norway. I might be wrong, but this is in Norway. All right. Now my main focus is to make this look sick, but it's really cool for whenever I shoot architecture, oop, this would be cool, but no. Whenever I shoot architecture, I don't know why I thought. Is this straight? Yeah, yeah, that's straight. Whenever I shoot architecture, specifically architecture, the one thing I focus on that makes it very, very appealing, that makes it very, very appealing to the eye, is I try to focus on symmetry. That is my biggest like focus and stuff like that when I shoot architecture, when I shoot buildings. It makes this stuff visually appealing, and I feel like it showcases whatever the building, whatever the structure is, in the best light, in the most photogenic light, in my opinion. But yeah, I love the symmetry of this photo, even though, of course, not all the stuff can be symmetrical, because like the sky, the mountains are not symmetrical, but the overall symmetry of kind of the triangle, the leading lines, is perfect. So I love it already. Let's see what direction we can take this though. This is cool. I love the contrast between the two, the black and white. It's very, very dope. Elemental, cool colors. This is just too bright. I know Ember is cool though. Yeah, I definitely want to bring in the sky. Definitely gonna add that. I think they have like a. Let's see their cinematic. Ooh, that's hot. Wow, that's sick. I think I might do that. I'm definitely on the blue kick today for sure. The yellow. The yellow is interesting. Only yellow. What is this, 5 or 4? Futuristic. What does futuristic look like? Let's try the landscapes. I think they have one. Yeah, architecture. Let's see what they cooking up. This is dope. This is really cool, actually. But that cinematic one. This is sick. I was also interested in this only one that has like yellow. Hold on, let me try something. I think I'm gonna go with the cinematic one. Yeah, I'm going with the cinematic one. Sick. I don't like how everything's one shade of blue though. Like, I'm on a blue kick, but I'm not that much of a blue kick, I think. Which one was it? Now that I'm going back over these, I don't like them that much. Maybe I do. Let's play around. Let's play around with this one. I need to figure out the colors though. I kind of like what it's doing. I like that. Alright. Just double checking. Double checking if we're still good on all sides. We are. Detail. Yeah, this is important. Bring up the sharpening to its color grade. Ah, this is where it's happening. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I don't want it too blue. I like this. Sweet, I like that a lot. The heads are good how they are. I like that. That was cool. Alright. Where were we before? Yeah, I like that. Because it's also a very gloomy day, so the colors aren't really supposed to be, are gonna be muted anyways. Trying to figure out the roundness of this. Just capture that. Let's do color priority. Kind of like where it was. Could also try one more thing. I think I want to try 2 linear gradients from the sides of. It's gotta get it right. Let's try this. See if I like it. Very, very slight. But I feel like it adds something. It just helps shift. Alright. Yeah, I'm happy with that a lot. Wow. I think that's cool. That's really, really dope. But yeah, this is before, and this is where we took it after. Maybe I would just change. Like, I'll bring up the shadows just a tiny bit. The lights as well. But yeah, that's cool. That is all the stuff we did to this photo. I'm very, very happy with that. Sweet. Alright, let's move on. Let's do a nighttime one. I like a nighttime one. See, these ones is difficult, but these ones can also be the coolest ones as well. And this is where you should lean on like shadows and highlights the most, because it is nighttime, and these that come sometimes can be the hardest to make look cool, especially when there's no like real subject. This one's hard. This one definitely is like one of those where you have to spend some time and maybe do a couple of edits to see what you're liking. Let's see. I like that one. I like Deep Nights type. Also like this one. Black and white doesn't really do much for it. Doesn't feel right. Deep Nights or let's try this one and see where we can take it. Cool, thank you. Let's see where we can take this one. This one's definitely more of like a challenge for sure, because you think like, okay, when you look at this, it's nothing special, but these are the type of photos that if you just spend some time like editing, you could come to a place where you like it. And to be honest, I think I know where I want to take it now, just looking at it. I want to see if it can find the sky. It did find the sky, cool. I want to just completely kill it. Huh. Alright. Is there any data I can save? No. Okay, I think I know what I want to do. I think I'm going to do the linear gradient and completely like frame this up some specific way. I've done this before with other photos, but completely like frame it into like not like that. I just needed that to do this. The frame is like, imagine the photo itself like a frame, right? And essentially I'm trying to frame it like it to go up like this, so the light source is the only thing. So doing that, are these two connected? They are connected. All right, that's fine. Yeah, I love that. I love the blue lights the most. All right. All right, let's go. I feel like I'm happy with the masks where they're at. Let's go back to the regular, like, edits. See, already though, we have shifted into something. It's not quite there yet, but it's a lot better. Here, if you viewed this photo, say you're going through a collection, on the left, on the before, you might be saying, this is the throwaway, right? But then spend a little bit of time. We're not done, but spend a little bit of time. You get it to a place right here, and then you're like, oh, there's stuff that actually do interest me about this photo that I like, even though it might not be the greatest photo, like stuff like that. But now there's something that's caught your eye that you're interested in, and that is where we need to be. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of also this stream. These past 2 streams. And there might not even be any more you can go. This might be like also the limit. And that is okay. You get to that. You could also get to that spot too. Command Z. Sweet. Now let's go to color mixers. See what we can do. Definitely reds. And also too, you can play around with the saturations if you want a specific color to just be the highlight point. That can make something interesting. Like say for saturation, say I only wanted to do reds, kill the, it's not the right thing to do because it just completely killed it. Okay, but say I only want to do orange, you can kill the blues, aquas, the greens, purples, and just only do orange. You could do that, but I don't want to do that right now. Kind of love the vibe. Just trying to see, is this orange? Yeah, so the orange. Let's kill the yellow a little bit. Alright. I want to increase the contrast. Cool. I think for a start, for like a point to stop, this is a good spot for this one. Just fixing this. But yeah, I think this is cool. So this is where we started. This is where we kind of ended up. We kind of just refocused in the most crucial things of the linear gradients to kind of build this line up of where to focus in on. And I can exaggerate this even more, right? Say I wanted to exaggerate this one even more. I can kill that one light up there, but I kind of liked it. I kind of like it shining out like that. Maybe kill the black. And you can kill it if you want it to be a lot more noticeable or no. But I think that's cool. I think that's cool. This is very, very tough. This is those type of photos where you might even overlook it because it's not interesting enough. But already it's at a way better spot. All right, we have 2 more photos left. Let's do this one. This one's a cool one, and I feel like it's gonna. I feel like I'm gonna do the same type of edit as this one, but let's see. For sure, it's bothering me already. I need to level this. Vertical it. Yep. All right, a lot better. Let's see. I thought I would like these ones. This is cool. I might just do that one. Alright, let's do this one. Yeah, honestly, that was bothering me the most. Not having the horizon line like leveled. This is such a cool photo. Really, really dope. I feel like this photo does it for you already, the way it was shot. You don't really have to do a lot to it. And that's just credit to you as a photographer. If you don't have to do a lot to a photo, that's like the best thing in the world. Do you want to bring the reds to be more red? Yeah, I love the red houses. Love that. Oh, the camera's dying. I knew I had a feeling. 1 second. Let me just switch the batteries. But we are almost complete. We have a couple more photos left. I like have a sense, a sixth sense nowadays when this camera battery dies. And I still have yet to order the non-dying battery. We are back. Hope we are back. Are you back? Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, I mean, this photo is pretty easy. I'm not gonna lie. If we are back, I hope we're back. So, credit to whoever took this photo. You did an amazing job. Amazing, amazing job. Yeah, I don't think it needs anything else. Before and after, I'm pretty stoked with that. I don't think it needs anything else, to be honest. I think it's cool. Awesome. Very, very happy with that one. I was gonna edit this one, but this one's also, I wouldn't do a lot to it. It's already such a great photo. So, looking at it now, not that much I would do to it. I think our last one is gonna be this one. I like that already. Okay. This one is a cool one. This one's a sick one too. If it was intentional, I don't think so either. I think because there's a person right there, so I don't think it's intentional. But it's such a cool photo. Yeah, a lot of things work with this photo. This works. It just really depends on where you want to take it at this point. This is such a cool photo. I need to see more mountains. I need to hike more. This is great. Yeah, see, this is also a good and bad thing when you take like a great photo as well. So many like presets work with it that then it just comes down to you, what you are, what direction you want to take with it. Feeling warm tones, if you're feeling think I have my two. Either this one or where was the cinematic one? I love that this one really highlights their jackets. But I don't really love that it completely kills. I might do this one. There's so many different ways you can take this photo. I think I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna bring back a little bit of the color. Actually, no, I want more of the landscape. Yeah, this is those times where or the cinematic ones. Cool. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do this one. Only thing. I'm gonna do something. I'll follow this light ray. Because why not? Y'all see what I'm seeing? Y'all see what I'm seeing? Not like crazy amounts, but enough. Enough where it's noticeable. Sorry, I'm like in a in like a headspace, an idea headspace, and sometimes I just lock in. Oh, that's sick. I like that. Just like minor, not crazy amounts, right? This helps shape the photo. Yeah, that looks sick. What if I kill the saturation to that side, then also kill the saturation to this side? Not all entirely, of course. That's cool. Okay, but also not entirely of this one either. What about this? I like that. No. Sweet. Dope. I think that's cool. I think that's where I want to be. So take this and then do it like here. Wow. I think too, I want to allow one more thing. I want to allow like the whites to seep out just a bit more. Alright, cool. But yeah, that's sick. The before and then the after. Like kind of really shifting the focus. It's not perfect either. I would say this one maybe extended a bit for sure, and then this one as well. It's a little tight. And for sure add a bit more here and there to this to make it feel more natural. Yep, I think that's sick. I think that's cool. All right, I think that's sick. Should we do this one? Doesn't work for some reason. I don't know what's wrong with this one. But all right, we lost that one. Do we have this one too? I think we decided last time I wasn't gonna do this one because I liked these two a lot more. All right, for our last one, before we wrap it up, we're doing a rock. Okay, you might be asking like, if you look at like, why would I ever take a picture of a rock? And it looks like it's Iceland. I know that for a fact because this is black sand, Iceland. So if you're in Iceland, but then you're like, all I got is a subject of the rock. All right, let's try to make this cool. Treat it like any other type of subject. Treat it like an architecture, like it's architecture. Treat it however you want, but that's kind of how I kind of treat it. Let's try to make, and it's a good challenge, like how can you make this rock interesting? Because it is just a rock. The black sand is cool, the beach you're on might be significant, but the only thing you've taken a photo of is of this rock. So and of course, just figuring out like the overall colors and the color scheme. Because you could just do this. This could be definitely a way you can do this. Really feed into like the silhouettes of everything. I like that. The more I look at it, the more I like it, because that can make it interesting for sure. This can make it interesting. This can make it interesting. You put a different like hue on the sand, or you can just keep it how it is. I think I want to go back to cinematic. I really love black and white though. I think I'm gonna make it black and white. I don't see color benefiting the rock that much. Yeah, I'm definitely making it black and white. Lead into kind of the storm. We need our star to shine. Exactly. Exactly like that. Oops. Maybe not like that. All right. Working it one way or another. Bada bing, bada boom. I think that's a cool picture of a rock, if you would say so. But yeah, I think take it anywhere you want. I think just for me, just a quick glance at this photo, that is where I'm gonna take it. It's really, really cool. So yeah, with the recap from our last two streams, these are the before and afters, everything we did of trying to create a photo and kind of make it complete, if you will. This whole purpose is like, these are kind of travel photography. Making sure I'm not muted. Not muted. So this is like in the collection of photos when you're exploring and traveling. And for me personally, I do a lot of snapshot photography. So I'm taking a lot of photos, just clicks, a burst of photos, and then I come back and create collections going through everything that I have taken a photo of. So, but they're not, so these are like think of the before ones, like they interest me, but they're not complete just yet. And what I mean by that is I feel like a photo is complete after I have edited it. I'm not a natural light photographer. I'm also not a fantasy photographer. I don't go to that extent. I still do Photoshop and I still alter it, but I always alter the colors to my liking to build the world for my photo. Sometimes it's natural like this. I'm just enhancing the colors because this is how I see this being turned into the photograph, like of this specific spot. Other times it's like this. It's completely changing it. It's making it maybe unnatural in your opinion, but this is kind of the color gradient that I like for this type of photo. And here's another example of the time of day, of just controlling the time of day, of controlling the tints and stuff like that, or even completely shifting it to black and white. Sometimes it does do that. I do that, but these are just like the photos that we have edited throughout these two streams, and where we took them. And I hope you at least have learned something. That's for sure. Take away something, even if it's one thing from me doing this. I am a photographer and a video filmmaker, a videographer, and stuff like that, but I love photography, and that's where I started out, me personally. So yeah, these streams are also going to be about photos and stuff. If you're new here, I do photo and video work, photo and video content on this channel, and these past two streams has been about photo, and we've just completed this set in Lightroom. We didn't hop into Photoshop, but yeah, these are the set of photos that we kind of ended with. But yeah, I'm excited. If you have any questions, if you have any specific type of photos or any specific type of edits you want me to do, please let me know in the comments below. If it's in Lightroom, if it's in Photoshop, if it's in both, for sure, let me know. But yeah, I think we are straight with the editing on here. But we are about to wrap it up. This is going to be wrapping up the stream. I've had a great stream. It was more of just kickback photo editing in general, unless you've got like those. Alex and I are in here. Hello, we are just wrapping up. I started a little bit early today, but I am just wrapping up today. But yeah, so these photo editing ones, unless it's like a challenge, I'll bring the challenges back. I think that was really fun. Before, when I did this one, the second stream ever, was the speed editing, and I had like a forfeit, and that was really spicy sauce. I'll do that again. I just don't want it to turn into that. So there's also chillax ones of just editing, and then there's like, we'll do more of those too. But yeah, these in general, when I'm editing photos, it's just relaxing to me more times than not. So that's why I kind of frame it that way here. Like, I got music on, we're just listening to like lo-fi, more chillax, more conversational based too. If you pull up to a stream and have questions, ask me. I feel like when I'm editing photos, I'm more content, stuff like that. But yeah, that's the stream for today. So be on the lookout. I just finished the recap video, the main feed recap video. It's about like 12 minutes long of our editing, our whole journey as we edited that boxing spec ad. That video that I'm finishing up completes the series. And yeah, let me know. I would love feedback on that video. It's my first kind of addition to it, or my go around to it, so it's gonna definitely need to get tweaked and get better and stuff like that. But yeah, I might most likely post it tomorrow, most likely wrap it up and then finish it tonight and then post it tomorrow, so be on the lookout. That if not, then definitely Monday it will get posted. But yeah, thank you for pulling up. I'm always appreciative for everyone that pulls up to these streams. And yeah, hope you have a great rest of your Saturday. It's raining over here, it's cold over here, so I'm gonna be inside all day. But have a great rest of your Saturday, the rest of your weekend, and stay safe. Always do what you love, and I will catch y'all in the next stream, or next video, next stream, whatever that might be. But peace. Catch y'all later.